welcome to GOA365's English News Bulletin. I am Susan Gomes and these are the headlines. TCP Minister says that all lands that were converted would revert back to their original zones. Fresh ODPs for Panjim, Mapsa and 5 cities within 60 days. Heavy rains accompanied by winds to continue for another 3 days. Those travelling advised to exercise caution on the roads as incessant rains reduce visibility, raising chances of accidents. PWD Minister announced revised completion dates for one lane of the new cable-stayed Zuari bridge, now to be ready only by August 15th, open to traffic by September. Entire bridge to be completed by April next year. And now for the news in detail. The incessant rains and gusty winds threw life in the state out of gear. Roads were flooded and water even entered houses and destroyed walls, as well as causing landslides in many areas, underlining the lack of preparation and pre-monsoon works of the authorities. Here are the details.
A landslide took place at Anmod Ghat at 11 am today. Trees were uprooted at 2 places. Traffic heading towards Malem-Belgaum Road was blocked fast. The Ponda Fire Brigade rushed to the spot and started work with the help of JCBs. Another landslide took place at the same place a little further away. The road is expected to be fully cleared in case there is no further landslide. ऊपर मत जाओ मैजिक सेंटर Along the Kolwa beach, the retaining wall collapsed. Fisheries Department and Tourism Department should rectify the situation, locals demanded. The authorities have started emergency works. They are employing a JCB.
त्याच्या पहिले कितें केलें जाल्यार सालवा जावपाक शकता ना जाल्यार टोटल लँड आहा तितल्या कोलॅप्स जावन आमगे फिशरमॅनाले हुपी देखून मोण काबार जावपाक शकताय कॅनो देखून दर्या वचपाक शकता
हो पयलो पावस आसा
हो पयलो पावसाचे इतल्या लो तुफानाचेर एस जाला आनी उलटे जे कितें जाय ते सांगोंक जायशें ना आमच्या आनी 2 म्हयने पावस आहा त्या पावसाचे कितें जाय ते आनी खूंय पावत तें आनी कितका जायत पावस गळत तो सांगोंक जाय
आनी तुफानां येवपाची आसा
होय आनी 2-3 तुफान येवपाक पावफूल ती देवाले म्हळ्यार अजून स्टार्ट जालें ना आयज जाला आनी तेजे भायर आनी 2 मुले आनी त्या तुफानाचे कितें जाय ते आमच्यान सांगोंक जावपा ना
इतलो मार येतलो
होय इतलो मार येना आमगे फिशरमॅनाले सगळे बातयो कॅनो बेनो वचोंक शकताय दर्याक तेका लागून तेज्या पयलें कितें करपाक जाय फिशरी टुरिजमान कितें उपाय घेवपाक जावो ना जाल्यार सगळे वयतले
कोलवा बिचाचेर आसा आनी आमी कोलवा बिचाची जी रिटर्निंग वॉल आसा ती कोलॅप्स जाली ती पयर तापेल्ली आनी आमी त्या टायमार सांगलें की ही जी उरलेली जी आसा ती कोलॅप्स जाता म्हणून तरी रातीच्यान जो पावस जाल्लो आजुनी चालू आसा आनी आतां ती घट जी आसा रिटर्निंग वॉल आसा ती कोलॅप्स जाली कडेन आसा तितून भितर जे ब्युटिफिकेशन केल्लें जी शेड घातली तीय पडली आनी उरलेली शेड आज पडले कडेन आसा आनीक एक वायट दिसता की थंय लायट जी आसा ज्या खांब्याक लायटी व्हेल्ल्यो त्यो लायटी आजुनूय चालू आसा खंय तरी डिपार्टमेंटान टुरिजम डिपार्टमेंटान जो लायटीची वायर जी पडले कडेन आसा ही खंय तरी बंद मारपाक जाय ना जाल्यार वायट कितें जावपाक हेजी मुखार दाखोवण आसा.
Krishna Naik from Anmod and Ramesh Naik from Kolwa for GOA365.
The PWD Minister Nilesh Cabral has announced revised completion dates for one lane of the new cable-stayed Zuari bridge. The lane earlier scheduled for completion by July 30th will now be ready only by August 15th as per the announcement. However, the lane will be opened to traffic only by September. The entire bridge will be completed by April next year, Cabral said. Watch the details.
The minister, along with PWD officials and contractor Dilip Bildkon, inspected the under-construction bridge today. The contractor has said that one section of the 4-lane bridge will be complete by August 15th, Cabral informed. The work will be completed in 3 phases, of which the first 2 involve construction of approach roads, which are 98% complete, he said.
आता जे आम्ही पयली हांवें स्टेटमेंट केल्लो फाटी की जुलय 30 तारीख पासून आमी हो करूं शकता तो मे बी करूं शकचे ना कित्याक वेगळे वेगळे विशया खातीर पूण 15 ऑगस्टाक एंटायर अलायनमेंटाचो काम जातलें अशें आमकां आमचो जो जोशी वायस प्रेसिडेंट डीबीचो दिलीप बिल्डीकॉनाचो तेणें सांगलां तेजे पयलीं जातलें अशें तेजें म्हणणें आसा आनी ब्रिजीचो जो पॅकेज उरला ते मदलो स्ट्रेच जो आसा हो 15 ऑगस्टाक तेजे पयलीं अपलोड करून अलायनमेंट करपाचो भाग तेंचो जातलो आनी ट्रॅफीक मागीर लोक म्हणटाले की ट्रॅफीक केन्ना ओपन करतले ट्रॅफीक तेजे नंतर ओपन करतले तेजे पयलीं ओपन करचे ना मागीर बाकीचे कन्सल्टंट ऑथॉरिटी इंजिनियर्स बाकीचे येवन तेजे स्टेबिलिटी तेजे अलायनमेंट तेजे टेन्सायल स्ट्रेंथ तेजे बाकीचे सगळे जे पॅरामिटर्स ओपन करपाक पब्लिकाक कित्याक ऑल सेगमेंट्स वील बी टेकन आफ्टर 15 ऑगस्ट आनी तेजे नंतर आमी खंयची तरी डेट आमी तेजे नंतर दितल्या हो पब्लीक ओपन करपाक लोक म्हणटा की उदक भरता खंय तरी त्या कुट्टाडे सायडीन पूण लोकांचो तेजो विशय आसा आज म्हाका कळून दिला तेणें प्रेसिडेंसी दिला की नाला जो आसा एक कडेन कोणें तरी एन्क्रोच केला घरांनी आनी ताका खंय तरी ते नाला ओपन करपाक दिना सो हांव WRD मिनिस्टरा कडेन हो विशय घेतलो कित्याक ब्लेम करपाक डीबीक हो PWDक हें इजी पूण कितें एक्चुअल तें उदक कित्या लागून उरता हें आज तेणी प्रेजेंटेशनान सांगलां आनी एज गव्हर्मेंट वील टेक दीस फॉरवर्ड की नालाचेर कोणें घर बांदलां ती मोडपाक जाय आनी 3 मीटर नाला जो आसा हो करपाक जाय आनी हो विशय आमी फुडें व्हरपाचो प्रयत्न करतले कन्सल्टंट जो चायनीज आसा तो काडून ताका इंडिया भितर एक कन्सल्टंट केल्लो आसा सो दॅट द वर्क्स कूड बी फिनीश फास्टर आनी ते भाशेन आतां हें काम चालू आसा आनी द ओरिजिनल डिजायन जो फ्रांस डिजायन जो केल्लो तो आजुनूय आसा लोकांचो विशय आसा की तो गेल्लो आसा तो कांय वचना तेजें जे डिजायन आसा इट इज द ओरिजिनल डिजायन म्हाका हो आमी सप्टेंबरान ओपन करपाचो विशय ओपन कंप्लीट जुलयाचो आशिल्लो 30 तारीख अनफॉर्च्युनेटली 10-8 दीस डिले जाला पूण एंटायर लेईंग वील हॅपन आनी मागीर सगळे टेस्टिंग बेटिंग सगळे जावन डेट आय कॅन नॉट टेल ऑफ हँड बट शूड बी इन द मंथ ऑफ सप्टेंबर ओपन फॉर पब्लीक द 4-lane ब्रिज आनी दुसरो 4-lane जो आसा तो एप्रिलान करपाचो विशय आमी घेतला 2023 एप्रिलान हो आमी करतले कंप्लीट ब्रिज दोनी ब्रिज एप्रील 2023 म्हणसर जावपाक जाय.
There are viewing towers planned atop the Zuari bridge. The Union Minister of Transport, Nitin Gadkari, informed that the bridge would support 2 viewing towers. However, Cabral said that the viewing towers, which are supposed to be higher than the Eiffel Tower, have not been mentioned in the original contract. The minister said that over Rs 300 crore would be needed to construct these towers and that he has still to speak to Gadkari on the matter.
Actually, a watchtower original contract नाच जो ओरिजिनल कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट आसा इट इज ओन्ली फॉर ब्रिज आनी ताका एक खंय तरी एक स्ट्रक्चर फॉर कित्याक परतून फोडपाक जायना म्हणून फावंडेशन करून दवरलेलें आसा ओन्ली फावंडेशन टू अ सर्टन लेवल तेज्या नंतर हे स्कोपान नाशिल्लें हे वॉच टावर आसा ते ओरिजिनल स्कोपान ना ते कोण सांगतले म्हाका खबर ना गडकरी साहेबाचे तकलेन आसा ते करपाचे आनी आमचे PCN आनी बाकीचे सगळ्यांनी हो जो कॉस्ट आसा गोज टू ऑलमोस्ट 300 crores and it cannot be done in this scope of work. So it has to be taken subsequently. The खंय तरी build, operate and transfer basis or tender design करून float केल्लो PWD गोंयचे डिविजनान पूण ताकाय खुबशे क्वरी येयली आनी तितून भितर खंय तरी हो प्रोजेक्ट वायबिलिटी जायना कित्याक जरी तर सगळे 300 कोटी लोकांनी घालपाक जाय हे वॉच टावराचे जे आसा रेवेन्यू येवचो ना हांव ऑनरेबल सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर गडकरी साहेबाक मेळटलो कित्याक आज पासून हांवें मेळोंक ना कित्याक सगळे विशय एकदा ते कडेन व्हरपाचे आसा सो वेगळे वेगळे विशय गोंयचे उरलेले आसा ते आमी PCE फाल्यां मुंबय वयता आनी एलॉंग विथ CE तूं पळोवपाक की कित्याक ते विशय उरल्या ते सगळे जातरी एक कॉम्पोजिटीव आमच्या गोंयां भितर जे नॅशनल हायवेचे जे भाग उरल्या इन्क्लुडींग वॉच टावर हो परतून आमी डिस्कस विथ गडकरी साहेब आमी घेतले.
Sham Chari for GOA365 from Panaji.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. TCP Minister Vishwajit Rane has announced that the TCP would revert all lands that were converted back to their original zones. The TCP minister has also announced that he would release fresh ODPs for Panaji, Mapsa and 5 cities within the next 60 days.
The government had formed committees comprising of stakeholders such as GCCI, CII, CREDAI and Town Planning Institute to review various decisions taken by authorities earlier. The preliminary report on ODP has been submitted, where it was found that 16.94 lakh square meters of land were converted in and around Kalangut. Also 4.22 lakh square meters were converted from settlement to orchard, NDZ and agriculture. If Town and Country Planning Board has made any commitments on this, they should send their representation to the board within 60 days, Vishwajit said.
16,94,115 square meters of land was converted by a particular individual in a specific period. You can find out who that individual was. We have no right, either as a board or a planning authority, to reverse anything that is in the regional plan. Regional plan becomes the main base plan for all of us for functioning. So around 4 lakh, now here what I am saying, 4,27,715 square meters of land was only removed from Kalangut and converted into orchard, no development zone and agriculture land from settlement land. There was an individual, the so-called individual converted this land to this particular zoning. Kandolim 1,35,775. Arpora 64,400 square meters, Nagawa 11,150 square meters, Parra 1,14,375 square meters. In addition, the total area that through elevation in terms of if it was in the regional, it was in the regional plan, if it was in the regional plan settlement, that it is regional plan, if it was settlement, then the ODP, it was taken to either C2 or C3 or whatever the zoning that converted and changed. So in that elevation that took place, means that extra FSI conversion, that itself was 6,57,255 square meters. So out of 16 lakh square meters, total amount of area that is being taken off is around close to 9 lakhs and odd square meters. There was another individual, that also is like a mystery individual, no longer a mystery, but is a mystery individual according to me, has converted close to 30,000 square meters of his own land during holding position of that authority into settlement, from CRZ areas to settlement, to cultivable land to settlement, non-development slope to whatever zoning, as you feel like, all stands reverted today. We are giving a 60-day window period as per the rules, regulation that is permissible, that is allowed, and this will be for any apprehension. Whatever commitments, another thing I want to make a mention, whatever commitments that have been given by the board, by the authority, those commitments have to be honored. So in case there is a mistake from our side, they have in that 60-day period to make a representation to the board, and the board will and the committee will have a look at it, and the board will have a look at it, and the board will take it forward.
The TCP minister said the conversions issue would be presented in the upcoming assembly session. However, when media questioned Vishwajit, who had allegedly pressurized officials to do this, he refused to reveal the name. However, he read out a para from the report. Listen to him.
Member Secretary has also given in writing that whatever he has signed under pressure from that concerned individual, that is on record.
आता तुम्ही म्हणला की प्रेशरान सायनी मारल्या म्हणून जाल्यार ते कोण प्रेशर हाडला
कोण आता योग्य टायमाक करतले ऑलरेडी इन रायटिंग आमच्याकडे सगळ्या ऑफिसरांनी सायन मारून दिले आय विल रीड वन पॅराग्राफ गिव मी दॅट पॅराग्राफ and don't ask me to now again read the second paragraph. One paragraph should be enough. It is here to state that Michael Lobo was the chairman of the authority for year 2012 to 19, change of zone of Kalangut, Converting planning area above subject serial number 1 done himself by dictating to the consultant Ashok Costa of Turbo sketch of his survey numbers could not be changed, survey had to be changed to different zones. To Kani Pasta, answer of Mr. Michael Lobo is that I am the chairman and local MLA. I know what is the said area. I have every right to change the zone of any area which he wants you to have. You have to only sign the plans. These are all signed. This is lots more, but why should I disclose it at the moment?
Vishwajit also announced that he would issue fresh ODPs for Panaji, Mapsa and 5 cities within 60 days.
Kadamba, Mapsa, Panjim, Margaon and Ponda will be freshly drafted with all these bodies taking active and playing an active role in a transparent manner. Now, as of now, there is no ODP for Kadamba. As of now, there is no ODP for Mapsa, there is no ODP for Madgaon, there is no ODP for Honda, and there is no ODP for one more area was there.
Amar Shawaria for GOA365 from Panaji.
After foamy discharge was found leaking out of Lupin Laboratories in Verna Industrial Estate, the Pollution Control Board held an inspection to understand more about the situation. The board has taken several samples from there and is now inspecting the source of the leak.
A spokesperson for Lupin Laboratories has issued a statement after the accident. A functionary of the Verna Industrial Estate spoke to GOA365 on the issue.
Basically, the Pollution Control Board was here. The team is here and they wanted samples from every location to understand what is the discharge. What they have said is they have taken, one is the discharge point which was noticed yesterday, then where the flow is starting, and now also they will take from the rooftop because it's whole pipeline and they are going to inspect the layout diagram. What they have said is they are not able to understand from where that foam water is come because it's only rainwater, and they have shown the diagram, line layout diagram to the JSPC team. We have not seen it, but they have seen it.
Hiro Mahale for GOA365 from Verna.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. With 16,135 new coronavirus infections being reported in a day, India's total tally of COVID-19 cases rose to 4,35,18,564. According to the Union Health Ministry data, 24 deaths reported for the last 24 hours. Goa also reported 75 new cases and 1 death. Here are the details.
India added 16,135 fresh coronavirus cases, while 24 new deaths increased in country's virus-related death count to 5,25,223, the Union Health Ministry data showed. The active cases stands at 1,13,864. The recovery rate was 98.54%, the ministry said. 16,135 new cases were recorded in the last 24 hours. 24 deaths were reported in last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate is at 4.85%. Weekly positivity rate at 3.74%. BA.2.75, this new variant could be alarming in nature. COVID's Omicron variant surfaced in early November 2021 and has been wreaking havoc ever since. With several mutations and substrains, it has become extremely prevalent and contributes to the vast majority of infections. Its subvariant BA.4 and BA.5 have been declared the most dominant in the USA and are said to be driving the rise in the number of COVID cases in India and other countries. Now another Omicron subvariant has come to the fore. Scientists across the globe have alerted countries of a new subvariant called the BA.2.75, which has cropped up in India. According to an Israeli health expert, this new variant could be alarming in nature. Goa, meanwhile, has seen its daily infections hover over the 100 to 150 mark. Positivity rate too has been fairly high, with positivity rate of about 10% being recorded in the recent past. However, today the new cases were 75 and 1 death was reported. Bureau Report, GOA365.
Now for the weather. With heavy rains forecast to continue for another 3 days, IMD has issued an orange alert for the state. Those travelling are advised to exercise caution on the roads as incessant rains reduce visibility, raising chances of accidents. The Met Department has also warned that rain during this period will be accompanied with strong winds. Here's more.
Goa is witnessing possibly one of the wettest days this season, with several places having reported floods and landslides due to the heavy rains. IMD informs that a low-pressure area over Odisha, Jharkhand and West Bengal is a main cause of the intense showers, which will continue for another 3 to 4 days. IMD has forecast highs of 25 degrees Celsius, with lows expected to fall to a cool 23 degrees Celsius later in the day. Fishermen are warned to avoid venturing out to sea until the 7th due to turbulent weather conditions.
If you have been following Meteorological Center Goa's forecast, you must have seen that around 2nd July को ही IMD ने ये forecast दिया था कि rainfall activity is going to increase over Goa from around 4th July, और ये rainfall activity, increased rainfall activity रहेगा up to around 6th of July. तो the basic reasons for that, और आज के दिन का 4th July का अगर हम वेदर सिस्टम्स देखेंगे तो ये सैटेलाइट इमेज में आप देख सकते हैं कि देयर इज अ लो प्रेशर एरिया और एन इंक्रीज क्लाउडिंग ओवर झारखंड, नॉर्थ ओडिशा एंड वेस्ट बंगाल रीजन, गांजेटिक वेस्ट बंगाल रीजन। तो ये लो प्रेशर रीजन के कारण और इंक्रीज्ड वेस्टर्ली विंड्स इन द लोअर लेवल्स ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर, तो ये दोनों रीजनों के कारण गोवा में, साउथ कोंकण में और कोस्टल कर्नाटका में हम देख सकते हैं देयर इज एन इंक्रीज क्लाउडिंग एंड इंक्रीज्ड रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी आल्सो। मेट्रोलॉजिकल सेंटर गोवा हैज इश्यूड possibility of very heavy rainfall, scattered very heavy rainfall. Very heavy rainfall is rainfall exceeding 11 centimeters in 24 hours. So scattered very heavy rainfall is very likely over Goa on these 3 days, 4th, 5th and 6th of July. And there could be a slight reduction, but again the rainfall activity may pick up because monsoon is going through its normal or active phase. The wind speeds are quite high over the Arabian Sea, तो उसके कारण rainfall activity may continue even though there could be a small respite of around 1 or 2 days in between. So with this increased activity, it is likely that 1 or 2 stations may even report around 20 centimeters in 24 hours on 4th and 5th of July. As of now, the orange color weather warning is issued for North and South Goa districts for 4th, 5th and 6th of July. Fishermen also are requested not to venture into sea for 5 days starting from 4th July. क्योंकि विंड स्पीड रहेगा 40 to 50, इवन गस्टिंग अप टू 60 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर ऑफ द कोस्ट ऑफ वेस्टर्न कोस्ट और गोवा, कर्नाटका, महाराष्ट्र स्टेट्स। और आज के दिन 4 जुलाई का अभी तक का 8:30 AM से अभी तक का रेनफॉल इफ वी चेक, देन Verna has reported 103 millimeters of rainfall till now, and Mapsa has reported 143 millimeters, पणजी में 61 millimeter रिपोर्ट हुआ और वास्को मरमगांव में रिपोर्ट हुआ अराउंड 40 मिलीमीटर्स और मरगांव से रिपोर्ट हुआ 65 मिलीमीटर्स। और ये अगर हम लेटेस्ट सैटेलाइट और रडार इमेजेस देखेंगे तो इट इज़ quite clear that the rainfall activity may continue even in the evening as well, evening and midnight also. Intermittent spells will be there.
IMD issues orange alert for Goa for the next 3 days. Heavy rains to be accompanied with strong winds. Those travelling should exercise caution. Maximum and minimum temperatures today 25 degrees Celsius and 23 degrees Celsius respectively. Fishermen to avoid venturing out to sea until the 7th. Bureau Report GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we've come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Take care, stay safe, and keep watching GOA365.